Because of your support, 40 million years worth of clean water has been provided to people in need. What might seem like a small act on your part has turned into something life-changing for countless families around the world. My name is Sarah Mitchell, and I never imagined that one small choice I made online could ripple across the world and touch lives I'll never meet. A year ago, I was scrolling late at night, half distracted, when I came across a campaign about clean drinking water. I remember pausing, reading about how millions of people still walk miles every single day just to find water that isn't even safe. Children missing school. Families fighting sickness. Something about it hit me in a way I couldn't shake. I don't come from wealth. I'm a school counselor in Ohio, living paycheck to paycheck, but I thought, what if I just gave a little? So I clicked donate. It wasn't a fortune, just enough to cover what I'd usually spend on takeout. Then I went to bed and forgot about it, honestly. Months later, I received an email update. The subject line read, because of you, 40 million years worth of clean water has been provided. At first, I thought it was a typo. How could my small act add up to something so enormous? But as I read, I realized it wasn't just me. It was thousands of people like me, ordinary folks who decided to give, to care, to act. And together, those drops added up to an ocean of change. I sat at my kitchen table with tears in my eyes, picturing a mother in Kenya filling her cup from a new well, or a little boy in Bangladesh drinking water that wouldn't make him sick. Clean water is something I've always taken for granted. I turn on a faucet without a second thought. But for countless families, it's the difference between life and death, between sending their kids to school or keeping them home to fetch water from miles away. That email shifted something inside me. It reminded me that impact doesn't come only from grand gestures. Sometimes, it's the collection of tiny sacrifices, skipping a coffee, donating a little extra, sharing a campaign link, that creates miracles. My small act had joined with thousands of others to provide something life-changing for people I'll never meet. When I told my students about it, I used it as an example of empathy in action. One 8th grader raised her hand and said, so you're saying kindness multiplies? Exactly. That's the lesson I wish everyone could feel in their bones, that kindness doesn't stop with you. It carries forward, across borders and oceans, touching people you'll never know. I don't know the names of the families drinking that water. I may never stand at one of those wells. But I know this, somewhere in the world, right now, a child is laughing with clean water dripping down their chin because strangers like me cared enough to give. And that knowledge fills me with a sense of purpose nothing else ever has. Because of that one act, I'm not just living my life, I'm part of something far bigger. Something that proves hope can spread, drop by drop, until it becomes a flood of change. Full story added in below.